In this video we're going to talk about what to do if you're having a hard time manifesting. And if you don't like the word manifesting, call it mental selection. We're not talking about getting a parking space or trying to pull into your reality something that you don't really even want or desire. We're talking about getting specific with your vision, with your mission, with your dream life, whatever it is for you that makes you go, oh my, I need that in my life. I need that in my life. So if you're having a hard time connecting with that thing or bringing that thing into your reality, this video is for you. See you on the other side. So manifestation, some people hear that word and go, not sure about that. If you're that person, say mentally select. And if you're still like, what we're talking about is using your imagination and using your feelings, your heart, and the action you take to bring into your reality what you desire. There doesn't have to be a woo-woo thing. It's just about being focused on what you truly want and utilizing your natural born abilities to bring that into your life. So who am I and why should you listen to this guy? Well, for years I didn't know who I was. It was a nightmare. It was painful. It was difficult. I struggled with dyslexia, dyspraxia, anxiety, panic attacks, alcoholism, depression, a whole big mix of meh. And look, we've all got our own stories. We've all been through it. We've all got a whole list of stuff that we've overcome or that we want to overcome. And so there came a point in my life when my wife turned around to me and said, you need to sort this out because you're not happy, I'm not happy, and we need to be happy. So I took life seriously for the first time in my life, and I decided to work on all of my issues with the intention of conquering that goal so I could figure out who I was, what this was all for, and make something of myself and enjoy life. So fast forward 10 difficult years, I figured out who I was. I figured out what I wanted to do, and I figured out how to go about it. And this is the manifestation of that. I'm doing it. I'm living my dream life. There's always going to be bigger and better things to achieve, more money, more freedom, more amazing relationships, but I'm on that path. And I'm so, so grateful to be on that path. So much so that this is what my business has now turned into, helping others discover who they are, what it is that they want to achieve, and how to go about it. So let's go. Number one, get super crystal clear. We have to use our imagination, this electrical charge that we get from our brain, to figure out exactly what we want. And forget about the small things. Choose one thing that you absolutely need to manifest, mentally select, and experience in this lifetime. Get detailed, whether it's love, health, wealth, success, or maybe freedom. It's up to you to get super crystal clear. Allow this video to be the last video you need to educate yourself on this simple recipe for manifestation. Choose one thing, and maybe you won't get that thing immediately. Maybe you need to allow it to brew, or you need to learn some skills, or whatever that dream needs to manifest. Some things aren't instant. Sometimes we need to actually go through the motions and create something. But before you even do that, choose one thing that you're gonna commit your life to, or commit the next 3, 6, 9, 12 months to. It has to be something that fills your heart with joy, that makes you go, I'm doing this no matter what. I will do this whether I get paid or not. So don't waste your time with manifestation. Choose one thing, be crystal clear, and let's dive into number two. Number two is ask yourself why you want it. Why? Why do I want this? Why do I want this £1 million? Why do I want this career? Dive into the root of the why. Really dig in there. Take your time. There's no rush. You want to be in a position where someone could say, hey, why do you want that? And you can just go, bang, that's why I want it, without any hesitation. Not, if you've got a or a well, you're not crystal clear. Go back to go. Do not collect £200. So one, we've got the clarity. I want this. This is exactly what I want. Number two is I need this. I desire this because X, Y, and Z. Your answers might be simple. It doesn't matter what the answer is. It just has to resonate with you on a deep level. It has to be something that you can wake up in the morning and before you've even opened your eyes, you go, the dream. Number three, here's the rub. Why don't you have that yet? Why don't you have this dream yet? Why has it not manifested into your life yet? Now, this could just be a simple breakdown of, have I been aligning my habits and patterns with this dream? Honestly, are you taking the action required to be that thing, be that person, manifest that into your life? Have you created the room for that person you want in your life? Have you emotionally gone through that? Have you cleared up all your negative, unwanted habits that you might still be repeating? And how is your self-talk? Do you believe you deserve it? Can you allow it? Can you actually imagine experiencing that thing? Truthfully, this is just a question to ask yourself. Just take a moment, pause this video and go, actually, am I ready to be a X, Y, and Z? Am I ready to have that? And you might just go, yes, but really dive into it. Think about, would it change your family or your friends' perception of you? Would you be able to handle criticism or people pointing the finger? Or if you want to be on a pedestal of some kind in your business or in life, are you ready for what comes with that, the responsibility? It could be a big house with a big garden. Have you thought about maintaining a big house and a big garden? It's a big deal. Really dive into the details of everything that you're telling yourself that you really, really want, and work through that process. And you might find that there's a step or a few steps before that you actually need to manifest first. This is maybe why you haven't manifested this yet. Maybe on some level, you know you're not quite ready for it. So you need to downsize. And maybe you don't. I'm just throwing this out there. Maybe you don't. Maybe you are ready. And maybe me asking you this right now makes you go, I am ready. Stop telling me I'm not ready. I am ready. So then great. Let's go. Let's keep going. All right, so you're ready? Number 4, here we go. Action steps. What are you doing? What are you doing to bring that into your life? I built my big transformation course. I set forth on this mission to create this course, and halfway through I found a whole big bag of books and notes that I'd taken over the years, and I was like, oh no, all this has got to be in there as well. So I expanded the course, and it took way longer than I ever imagined. But my action steps were simple. Research, make notes, film video, edit video, repeat. And I did that for about 18 months, 6 nights a week. I completely tapped out of my social life. I lost a few friends, I think, because of it. Back to number 1. Number 2, I had my vision and I had my big why. This was so important for me to create something where I could just passively sell it to people that wanted to take it on. This was my dream, to create passive income and empower, inspire, and motivate people to create their dream life in the process. So my big why essentially was I wanted financial freedom for helping people grow and expand and evolve and reach their visions, dreams, and goals. That was my big why. That makes my heart feel full. And so the responsibility attached to that was, well, I've got to crack on. I've got to create this thing. I've got to sacrifice a few things. I've got to stay focused. So my action steps were non-negotiables. Research, take notes, film, edit, repeat until complete. And I finished it, so yeah, yay for me. Check it out in the bio, it's amazing. So what are your immediate action steps? You could create a list of 10 amazing steps, 50 amazing steps, 30, 20, whatever feels right to you, but you have to have a vision and a strategy in place. And then it's just a case of looking at that strategy, tweaking it along the way if it's too much or it's too little, but committing to it. Be consistent in your action. And if you have a vision and you have a strategy and you're completely consistent and committed to this strategy, and you forget about time, you forget about money and recognition and all that stuff, you just commit to the goal and you stay focused, then it's pretty likely that you will manage that goal. Even if you want to manifest a partner, are you putting yourself out there, whether you're on the apps or not? Are you making yourself available? Are you in the game? You know, the amount of people I've talked to that have found their partner when they least expect it, when they just tap out and go, you know what, I'm doing all I can and just whatever, and then boom, they meet their partner. So sometimes you might not meet your dream partner on the app or by going out to bars or whatever and putting yourself out there. But the action is showing yourself and the universe. Let's talk about just yourself for now. You're telling yourself, I'm doing all I can. So you feel different. You feel like you're doing the work. And there's magic in that. Your confidence grows and you're more willing to accept and allow and look for the opportunities when they arise because you're doing the work. So whatever it is for you, create those action steps and just keep showing up. Number 5, feeling is the secret. This is the secret of the secret. So yeah, your brain sends out an electrical charge. We know this now. You can decide on an intention and you're putting it out there. Like attracts like, but you have to feel it. This is the recipe. And your heart has a magnetic charge, so it draws things into your reality. This is the key to manifestation. Have a clear intention and feel it from the heart. Feel as if you have it now. And the heart math on this is amazing. There's these cells called sensory neurite cells, I believe, and they hold memory separate to the brain. It is absolutely amazing, the studies on this stuff. The heart is the key. This is where we channel the feeling of what we want, and the feeling acts as the ignition. It's like getting into a car, knowing where you're going, typing it into the GPS, and then turning that key. That is your heart going, yes, I know exactly what it is that you want. And as long as you're taking this action and you're doing the work, we're not just saying, oh, I know what I want. Where is it? Oh, I know what... We're doing the work. We're out there going after it. But give yourself and the universe a chance to allow it to come into your reality. And if you just take on this little recipe, give it a little mix, and show up every day and do it, stranger things have happened. So 3 amazing tips is visualization. Spend 1 to 3 minutes a day and sit there, close your eyes, get into a meditative state. Wait till you're relaxed and imagine that thing that you desire. See it crystal clear. Play it over and over again and feel it. And every time you play it, amplify that feeling. Make it even more real. Use all of your senses and imagine having it now. 3 minutes a day is the recipe. Do this at the end of your meditation practice. Wait till you come out of meditation, and when you've got that extra 2 minutes to rest, go into visualization mode and focus on what you do want to experience in this lifetime, in this reality. You have one life. Why would we not be doing this? Focus on that thing that you want more than anything in the world. Believe you have it now and practice visualizing it. Mentally select what you desire into this reality. An amazing thing you can do is a gratitude practice. This is you showing you that you're focusing and prioritizing on the things that you desire. So get a notebook and devote this entirely to your gratitude practice. And every single day, write the dates and write 10 things that you're grateful for. They could be things that you're grateful for now, or they could be things that you're going to be grateful for. So I am so happy and grateful now. I have blah, 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 blah. I'm so happy and grateful now. I own blah, 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 blah. I am so happy and grateful now. I am blah, 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 blah. Do this religiously. The first thing when you wake up, dates it, I'm so happy and grateful now, 10 things. Shut the book. Think nothing else of it. Keep doing the action, do everything that you can in your power, visualize in the afternoon or later on, and then at nighttime, do it again before you go to bed. And I found that from doing this, it starts to sink in, it starts to embed into your subconscious mind. It goes lower than the conscious thinking mind, and it gets in there. It really wires it in there. And you start to think differently. You start to prioritize everything on your list. And on this list, feel free to change it every day. And you'll start to notice that the things that you really, really want, they start to repeat. So a great idea is to do it in order of the things that you want to experience. If you want to be a multimillionaire, but you're not quite set up yet to be a multimillionaire, maybe the first few desires and dreams should be about creating that. So this gratitude practice is amazing. Do it daily. It's so effortless and actually so enjoyable that if we're not doing these simple things, we've got to ask ourselves, why am I not doing absolutely everything in my power to manifest my dreams? Do I even really want those dreams? Because a gratitude practice that helps me tune into gratitude and tune into the loving what it is that I want. Start that again. It really is minimal effort. Do we really care about what we say we care about? Just a thought, have a think. My other favorite tip is make sure you have a daily card. Every single day, write down the big goal, the big chief aim. I am so happy and grateful now, blah, 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 blah. I write mine daily, I keep it in my pocket, and it goes with me everywhere I go. And then I have a big stack of them, I recycle them, and then I just keep going. And it wires you to focus on the number one thing. So the list of 10 is for just anything and everything that you want to experience in this life. And then the daily card is the chief aim, the number one goal, that if you had to achieve one thing in life, what would it be? Write that down every single day and tune to it on a deeper level, and then hold it in your hand when you go into the shop, when you're walking around, when you just need a moment, when you need to remember who you are and what this is all for. Oh yeah, it's that's what I'm working on. Number 6, the big one, let it go. This is the one that people go, what now? Let it go. Once you're doing the action, once you've got it crystal clear, once you're showing up consistently, there is no need to overthink. There is no need to constantly think about why I don't have it. If you're doing the work, you're on the path, you're on the train, you're in motion. So anytime you're thinking about not having it, you're essentially telling yourself, I don't have this. And you're repelling it. You're not practicing imagining having it here and now and feeling as if you have it here and now. Imagining you have what you want here and now is the frequency of bringing it to you like a magnet. Like attracts like. And if you're constantly saying, oh, when, or why hasn't it happened, or oh, you're in victimhood and you're putting out there that you don't have it. And yeah, you might not have it. But by continuously saying, I don't have it, and it isn't here yet, and why me, and why isn't this, that's what you get more of. You get more of not knowing, you get more confusion, you get more of So go through these steps, take your time and be truthful with yourself, and decide if what you really want is what you really want. And maybe you want something bigger and better. Maybe you need something slightly smaller before you can get that thing. So if you need any help with this and you like these tips and tools, check out the Big Transformation course. It's packed full of them. It will change your life in the best way possible. 6 modules, it's all in there. Have the most amazing day. It's raining, I'm going. I'll see you soon. Big love.